morning from Malaysia. It is GT World Challenge round 1 and it is day 1 as well. Just about to head to the track and it's the first day of testing before the race weekend. Let's see how it goes. So we're just getting into the circuit. My friend Akash gave me a lift today because I don't have transport sorted as yet, but it's just 10 a.m. at the moment and we have a lot of time before the first session, which is at 1 o'clock. So just show you guys what the driver room is like. This is typically where we do we keep all our things and we keep our change of clothes, keep all the suit and everything, helmets, just where we keep all our stuff throughout the day. And just gonna walk through the pits here. I think everyone's gone off to the scrutineering and all the cars are probably over there as well. And these are pretty cool. Basically this is where we keep our helmets during the day when the sessions are active. And yeah, you can see we've got like these blowers here with a switch here that turns them on, turns them off. But yeah, just to help keep the helmets kind of fresh. And basically this is where the cars are typically kept, out here, just with a quick access into the pits. And yeah, so this is kind of our setup for the race weekend and should be pretty exciting. Still have some time before the session, so yeah, maybe we just see if there's anything else for me to do. Should be fun. Myself a cup of coffee. Now just kind of set up my little space here in the room. Just leave you guys over here. Yeah. Just to kind of give you all a bit more insight on what really goes down in a race weekend. So guys, I just wanted to introduce you to my teammate for the whole year. This is Tanat. Say hello. And as you can see, he's busy playing mobile games instead of focusing on the race. So much time.
Hours ago.
Yeah.
So after lunch, before practice, lunch, and then drive.
Till then we chill. But I was thinking, till then, maybe I'll show you guys the car for the year. We've got some tires being put up. Now you can see all the helmets, everything is being laid in the individual boxes. But what we all want to see is the star of the show, so here we go. So this is a 911 992 generation GT3R. and this will be my car and Tanat's car for this year, competing in GT World Challenge Asia. And I think the livery looks really good. The green definitely stands out, and yeah, just something about this grey with green highlights just looks so good. It's a bit dark from this angle, and I'll show you guys. Look inside. This is the cabin. So this will be my office for this year in GT World Challenge. And we've got our name stickers, all the sponsors for the car. And yeah.
Upload on Instagram, don't forget, yeah.
For YouTube. Another thing I can show you is these right here. So typically every driver has a custom made seat, and we have the guys from Pro Seat down this week to make our seats for us. I probably should have got that process on video, but anyway, I'm just showing you guys the finished product. Basically these, they just go into the car when doing the driver change. And yeah, then when we're doing the driver changes, we have to take the previous driver's seat out and put the next driver's seat in. But should be pretty exciting. It's actually my first time using a Pro Seat seat. I've actually never used a Pro Seat before. At least, like, I haven't used a custom seat in GT racing, but this is going to be my first time trying it out. So let's see how it goes. Actually, I think I'll make a quick introduction. Alberto, just want to make a quick introduction to everyone. So guys, this is Alberto. He's the engineer for our 911, the car number 911 this year, and you are from Italy?
Italy.
Yeah. So you'll be seeing a lot more of him, and you'll be seeing him getting frustrated with me and Tanat, I'm sure, throughout this year, and I'm sure we'll have some really great times, so it's gonna be awesome.
Bye guys.
Yeah, awesome.
Go.
So, yeah, like Tanat said, we have a lot of time to kill, so we just sort of have to hang out and do nothing. He's very bored. We've just got our suits for the year, so this is what it looks like for me. And I don't know if I just keep you here real quick. Just get back. We have pockets, which is always useful. This is the back. Pretty good fit. It's the same measurements from Sepang 12 Hours, so I was pretty confident that it wouldn't be the wrong size or anything. But yeah, now we have driver headshot, so we've got to make our way for that. Picture is done. Okay, so first session is about to start in another 5 minutes, and the plan is Tanat will be going out first. We have a couple of things to test in the first outing today. It's nearly a 2-hour session. So yeah, as you can see, we're dressed to go out, and let's see how it goes. So we completed official practice 1, and we have improved the car a fair bit after the changes we wanted to make to it, considering the performance yesterday and also based on our feeling of what the car needs to be quicker. So we have improved, which is great. Still a bit difficult to say where we stand compared to everybody else, but so far things are moving in a positive direction, so we will see how it goes. But I just thought I'll show you guys how I'm going to be structuring my notes during this year. So I'll just take you through it. But this is basically I just have this template, and basically I just I write in here which event, which session, and then what the settings are. Just just the basic settings, and then I have all my notes here, and this is just how it goes. This is the older template, but this is how I do it now, just so it's a little bit more sort of organized. So now this kind of also helps me just sort of think about what is happening in the car, and it helps a lot to structure my thoughts and also work on my driving or think about the setup. It's a more detail-oriented way of approaching the car setup. So we have arrived on the Saturday, the first race day of the weekend, and we have qualifying in about 1.5 hours. I'm gonna be doing the first quali session, and Tanat will be going for the second quali session. So it'll be interesting for sure to see where we end up. But yeah, I'm just getting into the track now. So let's just go to the garage, say hi to everyone, and yeah, start getting ready for quali. feeling about quali?
Yes, P1.
P1, baby.
Yes. Q1 and Q2. Q1 and Q2.
Oh yeah. So, post qualifying, we ended up P6 and P22.
Yes, P1.
I did Q1 and Tanat did Q2. Definitely not the best results, but the car feels quite different to how it was feeling yesterday. This is the same story even in our sister car, in the other Porsche. So I think it's really important that I do a good race one, considering our start position is better. And yeah, let's just hope for the best, I think, and make the most from where we start the race. So we have race one starting in about half an hour, and it's going to be quite interesting with the weather change. It's properly pouring down with rain right now. Let's see how things go. It's going to be an interesting race for sure. And I'm going to be starting. So let's see.
Back straight. It mirrors the start-finish straight. So the field now getting into position, hanging back. This is the pole starter's prerogative because he's the one who can dictate when they go. He cannot be overtaken. He cannot be passed before the start-finish line is reached. So in the background we have the remainder of the 32 car grid. It comes on and on and on. Look at the manufacturers coming around, but it's Audi on pole position, Porsche alongside, Porsche in third, Audi in fourth position on the grid. The best of the Mercedes is fifth place. Now Frankie Chen Kung Fu, he can't, oh, there's not much grip, there's no grip on the grass, Frankie, but how fortunate is that? Had he gone on the grass, he couldn't be overtaken because he has to be the driver over the start finish line first, and he's in that, he's actually slightly disrupted the chasing. Still makes fantastic sound, that Mercedes. Oh dear, I think to my eye that's the first spinner in the trick edition. It's Harmony Racing, and that's Liang Jiatong who's sharing with Le Keyleur, but unfortunately for him he's just not only kissed the gravel, and it's up at turn 15, the final corner, the hairpin, the left hand. Car number 30, which is still running very nicely indeed in the hands of Tao Chi. And the first of the pit callers, is the pit window open? It is just open a few seconds ago. Porsche Center Okazaki, first one into the pit lane. And it looks like it's number 22 Mercedes coming in from Climax Racing. But look at this. Audi, Porsche, Porsche, Ferrari. This is GT3 racing at its best. Nose to tail, trying to find grip, trying to find pace, trying to overtake. Up front, James Yu still hanging on in that number 41. Give it a push, give it a shove, but don't move it off the track. Getting very tight indeed. But as he goes through turn 10 and up the hill, one of the Craft Bamboo Racing Mercedes giving it a rub. This is the point on the circuit where you start to drop down. It used to be very, very bad for rivers running across on wet days, but now it'll be finding their tyre life is going away. But I think the really best on wet weather tyres can make them last a lap or two longer because they've still got the performance advantage, and our race leader's just done an even better faster lap. That's Bian Yi, now 18 seconds clear, but that's been beaten. The pit window has just opened, but the pendulum has swung because the driver in second place is now Frankie Chen Kung Fu, who has set the fastest lap of the race. So the slick tyres are now the ones to have, but for a lot of people it's just not going to come quite in time. But you can be sure every car getting a tyre change in the pit lane will be going on to slick tyres. Cars still pouring in the background. Number 4 diving into the pits. That's the Porsche Origin Motorsport Wei Lu that started in third position on the grid. Frankie Chen Kung Fu is the driver, really lighting up the timing screens. And Bo Yuan as well, car number 87, that started outside the front row, also on slick tyres, is also really, really picking up the pace now. So you have to say, when you just try to think on the grid, it's slippery, what tyres should I put my drivers on? And you go, I think he's good enough to keep it going on slicks. Hasn't really worked, because you get to this point, yes, they're working better than the wet weather tyres, but there it is. Even though the gap between the race leader and Frankie Chen Kung Fu has come down, it's still the best part of it.
So I just got back to the hotel. Race 1 was definitely not very successful for us. yeah, for starters, the conditions were quite tricky, and we had a gamble. We put the slicks on when the track was still wet, thinking that it would dry quite quickly, which obviously it didn't. Had it dried quicker, we would be having a very different conversation right now. And then after I gave the car over to my teammate, unfortunately he had a contact with another car and then got spun round, which dropped us down the order. And then, you know, we finished much closer to the back of the grid, so definitely not the greatest start to the season. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better race for us. Honestly, it's been like a pretty long day for me. I've just got back to the hotel and I'm looking forward to just getting to bed and hitting the reset button, and hopefully tomorrow will be a much better day. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed things will be better. So yeah, good night. Good morning, everyone. So it's the last day of GT World Challenge Round 1. Race 2 is in about 45 minutes. And Tanat is starting today, lining up from P22. And my guy is getting his blood pumping because he's going to absolutely send it in turn 1. Yeah. But dropping like it's hot. But yeah, so well, today I think hopefully we have a safety car in the second stint, which will punch up the group, and then, you know, I hopefully I can exploit the situation once I'm behind the wheel, and yeah, hope for a clean start as well, especially since we're starting like in the middle of everything. Since we're starting in the middle of everyone, hopefully we stay away from trouble and it's smooth sailing. But yeah, we'll take you guys onto the grid later today, show you guys a little bit of the atmosphere of what goes on. Will be fun. Ballerina. Yeah. So we've got the race starting in about 20 minutes, and just want to show you guys a little bit of what it's like to walk onto the grid, the atmosphere, and like we've got like some shows and stuff that typically happen. I don't know if you can hear me. It's the race of the year. It's the race of the year.
exciting action. So this field, 33 cars coming out to play in the second of the two races at Sepang, the opening round of the 2024 Fanatec GT World Challenge Asia, powered by AWS. Waiting. Lauren Heinrich on pole. On the grandstand side, the Mercedes of Daniel Morad. The lights go out and the field blasts off, and Jordan Love immediately in the Triple Eight. Mercedes tries to gain a position or two. They're 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, even 5x5 across the circuit. But Lauren Heinrich got a really good start from pole position. He should sweep down the inside. Contact behind. And oh dear. Marcus Finkelhock, yesterday he got an assault, and today he was on the receiving step up a position. Jeffrey was holding on to 6th place, but suddenly that has changed. And as the cars come across the start-finish line in the next 20 seconds, we'll just confirm the order. But it's Wei Lu leading by 10 seconds now, pulling ever further clear. '22 Climax Racing Mercedes in 3rd place. Anthony Liu up into 4th, 3.5 seconds down. So he started to catch, but maybe not at a great pace. The number 911 Porsche 911 GT3R is the one that started way down the field in the hands of Tanart Sati and Sirakul. That's been handed over to Eshan Piris, driver from Sri Lanka, who's doing a very good job, gradually working its way up the order. And yesterday's race-winning car is tucked in not too far behind. Gosh, certain points on the circuit, turn 2, you almost have to stop the car. Just looking at the number 296 Ferrari, now in the hands of Andre Canard. Car with the livery, if you look up closer, it seems like a cast of about 1,000 ducks. It looks like it's grey from a distance, it is, but the flanks are covered in ducks. Is the front end damage on the Porsche? Can't quite tell. The Ferrari has now come through into 4th place. That's number 77 crew. I'm just waiting to see if the black... Yes, it gets going again. The number 22 Mercedes comes through, but it's lots of positions. Prince Abubakar Ibrahim moves into 5th, and then the stricken Mercedes comes through in 6th place. And, gosh, almost all change at the end. And that little battle between Bo Yuan, James Yu and Frankie Chen Kong Fu did finish in the same order, but that kept us on our toes to the finish. But the race was really all about that number 4 Porsche. And in the end, it came through with a margin of 40.
Well, that concludes the first weekend of GT World Challenge. The cars are still currently in Parc Fermé, and we finished the race in P13. We climbed up from P22. Well, I think under the circumstances, I think the result was not too bad, but I think we were struggling for pace overall, and we both did the best we could under the circumstances, and this is where we ended up. In a few weeks, we have the next GT World Challenge round in Buriram, and I'll be having Thailand Super Series the week before that, so it's going to be a back-to-back race weekend for me. Really looking forward to it. Hopefully we have a better balance set up arriving into the weekend. I'm trying to be positive and pretty keen to extract a little bit more, and also to perform better, to drive more competitively as well. Really looking forward to it, and yeah, that's going to be all for this weekend. Then stay tuned for the next one, so follow along. Definitely like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and yeah, see you guys at the next one.
P1.